The Bourbon Street edition of the Power Rankings features a surging surprise in the NFC South, a Buffalo Rising and a team with a horrible quarterback that keeps on winning. Week 8 Power Rankings Bret Carlson Getty Images 1. Eagles 71 last week 1. Here's how you know you're good. You can sleepwalk through a game and still win by more than 2 counts. Playing without left tackle Jason Peters and linebacker Jordan Hicks, arguably two of Philly's top 3 indispensable players, didn't matter against the lowly 49ers. The Broncos' pass rush will provide a much bigger challenge for Carson Wentz's offensive line this week. 2. Steelers 62 last week 2. Hop on the Juju train. Big Ben has a new toy. The best part of Pittsburgh's 3-game winning streak, the creative 2-count celebrations. 3. Patriots 62 last week 3. Remember when we mocked Bill Belichick's defense? I don't either. The Who has course corrected on that side of the ball to help his squad win 4 in a row entering their bye. 4. Chiefs 62 last week 4. Andy Reid's club snapped a 2-game funk by forcing a boatload of turnovers and kicking a boatload of field goals. A showdown in Dallas awaits. Jamie Squire Getty Images 5. Cowboys 43 last week 6. The good news: Zeke Elliott looks like his unstoppable self again. The very bad news: it looks like the Cowboys' best player will be suspended for the next 6 games after all. Can Jerry's boys survive without the dynamic playmaker? 6. Seahawks 52 last week 7. Pete Carroll's team has won 4 in a row to move into a first-place tie with the Rams in the NFC West. Russell Wilson is on pace to attempt 10,000 passes, or something like that. Seattle's invisible run game might come back to bite them on the derriere. 7. Saints 52 last week 8. WASNT Sean Payton's defense supposed to be some sort of joke? Talk about an about-face. New Orleans is on a 5-game high with sputtering Tampa Bay coming to the Dome. The two-headed monster of Ingram and Kamara has been mighty impressive. 8. Rams 52 last week 5. Sean McVay and the Rams fall out of the top 5 after taking the week off. Hey, you snooze, you lose. A cross-country trip to MetLife Stadium awaits. Raise your hand if you think the underachieving Giants will beat them. 9. Bills 52 last week 12. The Bills crack the top 10 after an impressive win over the Raiders. Sean McDermott deserves Coach of the Year consideration. This Justin-less Sean McCoy is good at football. 10. Vikings 62 last week 9. Call me a pessimist, but I'm still not sold that a team quarterbacked by Case freaking Keenum is anything more than a mirage. Beating the winless Browns in London isn't going to knock my socks off. Is it Teddy Bridgewater time yet? 11. Panthers 53 last week 10. Carolina looks a lot more like pretenders than contenders. Getting Luke Kuechly back certainly helped, but when will Cam Newton awake from his 12-month-long slumber? 12. Falcons 43 last week 13. It was far from a Picasso, but give credit to Matt Ryan Co. for a gritty road win against the Jets in a torrential downpour. Something still doesn't seem quite right with the defending NFC champs, but snapping their 3-game slide was huge. Patrick Smith Getty Images 13. Ravens 44 last week unranked Baltimore's 400 annihilation of the Dolphins has them back on the radar, but for how long? Joe Flacco evidently isn't feeling any residual effects from that vicious hit from Kiko Alonso. A trip to the Music City awaits. 14. Jaguars 43 last week unranked Sackensville will get a crack at Andy Dalton after a week of rest. Pray for the Red Rifle. 15. Titans 43 last week unranked Marcus Mariota's hammy should be rested off the bye. Somebody's got to win the AFC South, right? Why not? Tennessee notes the Lions, Broncos, and Dolphins dropped out of the top 15.